You want people in your life who love you for who you are and who totally accept who you are and the fullest version of you. Hey everybody, welcome to the Judy Diaries. My name is Judy Rena and I love to talk about manifesting the life of your dreams. So today I want to talk about how to attract people into your life. So if you are looking to attract more friends, more of a social life, or maybe a romantic relationship, a partner, I would say it starts from within, as with anything. And working on your confidence and who you are on the inside and bringing that out, and so you magnetize the right people who are aligned with the same vibration as you to be attracted to you naturally, and you don't have to try very hard. I think instead of putting your focus on the outer world, this is the time to focus more on your inner world and discover who you truly are and be comfortable with that, and then let that shine so hard that people can't miss it. And then the right people who love the way that you are will be drawn to you, magnetized to you, because people love to hang out with people who are unapologetically themselves. And people love to be around that energy. People love to be around confident people. You know, it's really draining to be around people who constantly are just needy and need your attention, needs your kind of approval. So if someone is always like fishing for compliments or just, you know, is unsure of themselves, it's kind of exhausting to be around them, because you constantly have to put them at ease and tell them that they're okay and that they this and that, whatever they need to hear. That can be very draining. So if you're finding yourself in a position where you maybe want to attract more people in your life, it's important to understand who you really are and let that shine immensely. And I know that that might sound a little bit cheesy and corny. It's like the cliche advice that someone would give you. But of course, when you think about it, it's true, because you know when someone's being not themselves, and then it's kind of like, what are they trying to hide? And it just becomes a thing where you just attract the wrong type of person, or you attract the wrong situations, and you don't want that. So you want to find the people who love you for who you are. It starts from within you, but you also, this is another aspect of this, is like your personality, who you are, what you like and dislike, and being okay with that. And also telling yourself that you're the type of person that people want to hang out with, that you are that you attract people, that you magnetize people, the right people that you want in your life, who align with your vibration and your frequency. So you want to tell yourself, whether it's affirmations or just journaling or whatever it is, kind of training yourself to believe and to think that you naturally draw people in, that you attract people. It's very easy for you to make friends. It's very easy for you to connect. These are all affirmations that you can just start telling yourself, because some people just think like, oh, I'm not good at making friendships. I'm not good at building relationships. And that's just a story that you're telling yourself. You can tell yourself a different story. So if you are someone who is telling yourself a story like that, now's a really good time to just reprogram that and retrain your mind and your beliefs to believing that you are somebody who naturally makes friends or attracts relationships very easily, and it's effortless for you to build relationships, and people are drawn to you very naturally, and you don't even have to try. Another aspect of this that I could tell you is that being confident in yourself has to do with knowing your value. Knowing the value that you bring into your life, your life, but as well as other people's lives. So the value that you can bring to someone's life, and knowing that. So is it humor? Are you very funny? You make people laugh? Are you kind? Are you caring? Are you just a good person to have around? You know, anyone can count on you. These are all the qualities that people look for in friendships, relationships, things like that. So think about the good values that you have, the characteristics and the traits that you have that people can find value in. Because with relationships, this is true for business, this is true for work, not just work, but for friendships and partnerships and romantic relationships, is that you have to both be giving value. Otherwise, one person's going to realize that they're not getting anything out of the relationship and they're going to leave. So you have to understand the value that you bring, and you should also probably take into consideration what kind of value you want other people to have with you. And so holding those two things in mind, hopefully that you will align with somebody who is on the same frequency and who's looking for the same thing. Once you start kind of thinking about these things and you're putting that out there, like, okay, what do I bring to the table and what do I want someone to bring to the table? So thinking about the two sides of, value in the relationship. And also, once you know the value that you bring to people, you start to gain more confidence and you start to kind of hold your head up a little bit higher, because you realize that being your friend is a good thing. Like, you bring people value, so that means people want to be friends with you. People want to be around you. So this is another kind of story that you can start to tell yourself, is like, yeah, I'm valuable. I'm funny. I'm a good person. I'm kind. I'm caring. And why wouldn't anyone want to be my friend? Why wouldn't anyone want me around? So these are kind of stories that you want to tell yourself and reprogram your subconscious mind, because that starts to give you confidence. It builds your confidence to be able to go up to people and be like, hey, what's up? Like, do you want to be friends? If not, cool, because I'm confident in who I am. I don't need everyone else's approval. And I know that anyone who is my friend is lucky because I'm a great friend. So do you understand? Do you see like kind of the thought process and the thought patterns that you could have in order to start attracting more relationships very easily and very naturally? It could be very effortless, and it all starts within you, who you are, what you're putting out into the world. And when people resonate with that, they will naturally come to you, they'll be drawn to you. You don't even have to try. It starts with your confidence and knowing your value and your worth, and then also knowing who you want to attract and what kind of value you want them to bring, and being kind of open with that with the universe. You can have a conversation, you can do journaling, you can just say affirmations that I'm going to find the right person for me. I'm going to find people who love me for who I am. The thing that you don't want to do is to have an energy or an air about you that feels too desperate, too needy for attention, needy for someone. So if you are constantly thinking to yourself, like, I need more friends, I want more people, I want a relationship, I want a girlfriend, I want a boyfriend, if you are thinking those things like I want, I need, you're going to start putting off vibes that are kind of desperate. You're going to be putting off desperate vibes, and nobody likes that. At the end of the day, this is all about your vibe, your energy, what you put out into the world. And even if you don't explicitly say these things, like you shouldn't have to, you say it with your energy anyways. People just know that. Even though people don't think that they are psychic, they don't think that they know what you're thinking, they can just pick up on your nonverbal cues, your body language, the way that you walk around, the way that you carry yourself, the way that you talk to people. They can pick up on your energy and your vibe with all of that, and also just through the ether. They can just sense it off you, and there's no, even if you're not doing or saying anything, especially intentionally, they can just pick that up on you, off of you. So that's all I wanted to share with you today. Hopefully this gave you some ideas and tips on how to be more yourself so you can attract other people. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please share this with a friend, tag me in your stories and all of that stuff. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.